That cannot be a real number. Just trust me. Hello, people of the internet. I may or may not have skipped a month for my monthly resets, meaning that that's one New Year's resolution I did not get, but I'm gonna try to overcompensate for both last month's and this month's. All in this video. I still kept up with like all of my trackers and such. I just didn't do a video on it. So we will go over all the improvements that I did make. And let me tell you, I'm honestly glad that I didn't do August, because August was like best month ever. I hit so many goals and I just did amazing. It was literally one of the most iconic, phenomenal months. However, May was a little bit, we went a little downhill. Let me just say that. I definitely have my own wins in May, but all around April was so good. So we'll definitely go over all of this in the video, so let's just get into it. So honestly, I was a big fan on the order in which I did the last reset, so I'm gonna keep that up. We're gonna start with our budget this time. So I'm gonna say let's go through these transactions and fix them up. Make sure they're all in there the way they need to be. Alright, and now I have everything sorted out in my Mint budget, and I'm just gonna retype that all into my spreadsheet. So full-time job income was a little over 3,000, not super good. And I just paid both these credit cards. My Apple was at about $75, and my credit card was super high at $2,193.16. I put 1K into my emergency savings, even though I didn't really have the money for it. And then I put $475 into Robinhood. Of course, my rent, internet, and subscriptions are all the same. Okay, I know for my other charges, it was $172 for this insurance fee that I didn't even know I had. And for necessities, it's gonna be $545.42 for a hotel, $50 in quarters, gas is right, groceries is right, fast food I went way higher than that. Fast food I spent $105.81. Awesome. And then food delivery is way worse. If you think that number is bad, oh my fucking god. That cannot be a real number. Oh my gosh, $426.71. And then for restaurants, I did stay at 0, so I do have that. For shopping, oh my god. For shopping, I spent a whopping $522.46. That's insane. That does not include the $50 I spent on home, $44 in books, and self-care, $283.91. And that's for a haircut and skincare stuff. I think gaming was pretty bad too. $94.37. I didn't get a car wash, so there's that. I ended up spending $1,400 more than I expected to. Plus, I did put the extra 1,000 into emergency savings and almost 500 into Robinhood. I don't even know what to say, because honestly, like, am I gonna cut back on Uber Eats? I mean, probably more than $400 worth, but I don't know. This was interesting. I enjoyed seeing this. I obviously spent a lot of money on that hotel. I obviously fucked up on food delivery, and I fucked up on shopping. Fucked up on shopping real bad. I'm okay with that one, but yeah, that's where a lot of my money is going to. In comparison to April, where even though in the end I was still down $200, I still think I was up, but I'm not even gonna talk about this too much. It's just disappointing. I'm gonna go straight into June, and I'm gonna reset all of this to 0. Moving on, we're gonna look at my goals, just kind of for me to flex what I did in April. This was beautiful. I did everything I wanted to except for my work goals, and then I didn't reach the TikTok followers that I wanted to. I built my vanity, which was amazing. I love my vanity so much. I'm so happy I got that done. I did set up my desk fully. I did good on my budgeting stuff, and I did great content-wise. I hit 500 Instagram followers, and I hit 50 gaming subs. And you'll notice in big wins, I eventually hit 1K views on a YouTube video. That was the first time I've ever reached 1,000 views on a video. But before I posted that video, I hadn't even reached 300. So I hit 300. I feel like this should be 500, and then I hit 1,000. And then I had 3 gaming videos reach over 250 views, and 10 of my videos were over 100. So big wins all around for content creation. Not gonna focus too much on April. Let's get into May. May was written out like so beautifully. It's sad that most of these are crossed out. As I said, I didn't really show up for May like I did for April. That's okay, but yeah, get caterers set up for lunches. I got 1, but not 2. I didn't finish any of my paperwork stuff. I got really behind. I did not find a signature music style for my YouTube channels. I honestly couldn't be bothered. I really slacked on YouTube in May, which is sad because I popped off in April, but I think I'm gonna drop that habit now. I did technically film an American Eagle jeans haul. I just hated it, so I didn't post it. I didn't get to my petting zoo speed build on my gaming channel, which is all right because it will be coming in June. I've just accepted it. I did start playing Tears of the Kingdom as a series. That was kind of my focus for May because I knew it was releasing. 100 Days of Fruits of Pacha. It's such a long video. I'm on like day like 35. So I think that was too ambitious because it's a time waster. I shouldn't say time waster, but it's a time sucker. When you have other goals, it takes up such a huge portion of your time. Did not hit 100 gaming channel subs. I did hit 750 TikTok followers. We're gonna talk about that one today, a little bit later in the followers tracker. But yeah, definitely got that. Spend 3 hours a week minimum in Forest. I feel like that was like up and down. I do think I was slacking. Try out 1 to 3 new recipes. I think it's hilarious because I intended to do 3, but I gave myself 1, 2, 3 to give myself a little bit of slack. And lo and behold, I did 1. I only did 1. So still count, but it was low-hanging fruit. Started my closet refresh. Look, I've been spending so much money, it's hard for me to do that. I do think I technically did start it. It's just, I slacked, but I'm actually gonna give myself that because I did get a bunch of new jeans. So I think that works. Add to my makeup stash. No, I have not bought any makeup, and I don't know, part of me thinks some of these goals are good that I didn't do them because that would have been a lot more money I would have spent. Clean up the random shit in the living room. I cleaned up almost everything in the living room. I cleaned up this specific pile that was bothering me a lot. My first big win is to start saying no at work, which I'm very proud of myself for because I'm not being a people pleaser anymore. Second of all, I got a TikTok with 1 million. And honestly, I'm gonna got 2 viral TikToks. So I'm gonna go into June. I'm really excited for June. I think I'm being a little bit crazy, but I'm also excited for it. We're gonna have 1 of the to-do list items blocked off, and maybe with this much information you can figure out what it is, but we're gonna pretend like no one knows. Starting with work, I want 0 late days into the office, which is a stretch for sure. I was late today. Wait, yes, I was late today. Okay, I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. I'm not gonna be late again. Not even 1 minute late. And then I wanna work on the pile of papers in the corner of my office. Notice I did not say get rid of it, complete it, anything that implies that I must get all of the papers out of the corner because there is a pile that is like bigger than what I can fit in this camera. And that's not for me, that's from the bitch before me. I probably should have taken care of it a long time ago, but I haven't. I'm going to though. As soon as I get through all my other paperwork, which I thought I would be done by now, but I'm not. Clean out the entire office, which is just this small-ish section of stuff. I did do a pretty big clean of it, but I'm not finished yet. I might show a little clip of it, but it's really not that bad anymore. It'll take me like 30 minutes. Then I want to build the office storage. That's the little drawers I was talking about in last month. And then I want to get a futon. The reason why these are all in there cohesively is because once I do those 3 things, I will feel like my office is like done. I always freak myself out not knowing if I'm gonna like regret what I'm saying or if I'm gonna be like, I knew what I was talking about. This one's definitely a little wild because I am focusing on TikTok and I'm trying not to really stray too far because I feel like when I expect myself to do too many things, that's when I panic and stop. So I'm focusing on TikTok no matter what. If everything else lacks, and I only focus on TikTok, I will be happy. So like if I just get these 3 and the rest get neglected, I'll be happier than if I get all the rest of these and not the TikTok ones. Hope that's clear. I need to express that. So number 1, 1K followers on my main TikTok. That would be my first 1K on any platform. But that's why I'm focusing on TikTok, because we are on the TikTok grind right now. And once again, we'll circle back to this in a second when we get to follower trackers. But moving on, I want 125 followers on gaming TikTok. Tiny bit of a stretch also, but I think I can do that as well. And then no miss days on TikTok. That means post a TikTok on both accounts every single day, which is why I am fucking pumping out a bunch. I am drafting up 1 million of them so that if there is ever a day where I am just not feeling it, I can just post one that I already made. And I have a ton of ideas right now, so there's no reason why I can't make a bunch. And then I have 100 YouTube subscribers on both channels. Not to mention, thank y'all for 100 subscribers. I've only been trying to do that for like 5-6 years. It's been a while, but I never posted consistently enough for me to justify it, and I don't know why, honestly. People were subscribing to me after I didn't post for like 2 months, but y'all do you, and thank you. I got 100 and then someone unsubscribed, and then I got 100 again, which I think is even more interesting because I've been stuck at like 98 for so long. I want to post at least 2 videos on my main channel. I feel like I've been saying that a lot, and I don't have the best track record right now considering I didn't post even one last month, but I have one that has been on my mind for literally 6 months now. It's not hard to film, it's not hard to edit, I just have to do it. And then stretch goal, 10 or more gaming videos. Moving back to that Roots of Pacha video, I want to get halfway through it. At this point, I don't even know when it's gonna get uploaded. And for speed builds in Disney Dreamlight Valley, I want to do a petting zoo speed build, which I do have filmed. It only needs to be edited. I want to do one for Fairy Godmother and one for whatever treehouse is going to be released. I'm just guessing on like the houses. I don't know what I'm going to do. Essentially, I just know I need to do whatever 2 characters are released in the next update. Moving on to the good old follower trackers. First of all, my main channel should be the least exciting of them all. I did get 100 subscribers and my watch hours 256.2, so about 2 more hours of watch time. And is this like 100 more views? Seems a little wild. For my gaming channel, you can definitely see where I had a spike. That is absolutely insane. Oh my god. And really disappointing to see where my little peak was. Oh my god. Okay, that's a motivator for sure. 82 subscribers now. As you can see, my jump from April to, this should be May. My jump from April to May was insane. I went up a little over 30 subscribers. Even my watch hours tripled, and then my views did as well. I still saw some increase between May and June, but it was definitely significantly less than what I saw between April and May. So I definitely need to work harder. For Instagram, you can also see there was a huge jump between April and May, which is crazy because I barely posted. And I even got a good bit this time. I got like, looks about 30 more. I can't do mental math. That's pretty good. And then TikTok's probably the wildest one for this month. I'm now at 808 with, oh my gosh, 425,000 likes. Okay, that one made my heart happy. I've almost doubled my following since the beginning of the year, and that is thanks to this bad boy and that bad boy. And my engagement is absolutely wild right now, so if I don't post another banger, I don't know how much growth I'm gonna see, but I'm really relying on it. There's like a thread of about 100 comments on one of my gaming channel TikToks of just people arguing, and I wasn't trying to start it, so I don't know, it's interesting. Whatever. I have 96 followers on there, and then 32.5K likes. Going up on there too. Honestly, pretty good progression from the beginning of the year because I've been in the 70s this whole time. And now I'm finally seeing an increase in that. And Twitch, we've dropped down to 95. Should I just take off this tracker? Honestly, fuck it. I'm not tracking that anymore. Alrighty, so now we're gonna finish this off with a little monthly favorite section and any other media I would like to consume for June. So I kind of obliterated the music tab. We're not talking about what I'm listening to because I just feel like it's never exciting. But we'll go into the other 3 categories of watching, reading, playing. So in May, I watched Queer Eye Season 7. Top tier season, honestly. It was filmed in New Orleans and I'm from Louisiana, so I felt spiritually connected to these people. Ginny and Georgia, I finished what's been released so far, so only up to season 2. I'd say it's like B tier, maybe even C tier. I could put it down if I wanted to, but it's okay. I don't know. I think I'm gonna like it more as it goes on. And I started rewatching the 100. I'm on season 2 right now, and I feel like I realized why I stopped watching it originally, because I've hit the point where I stopped watching it the first time. I know it's like 7 seasons, but yeah, I stopped watching it on season 2 originally. I think because I thought it was boring, and now I don't think it's boring. I just feel a lot of bad vibes from it. It's a really well-made show. It's just very gory and it's very sad. It just makes me feel very icky when I watch it too much, because it's like, I don't know, I have issues. So anyways, I want to watch it all because it's a really good show. And I remember I watched it back when I used to be on Tumblr, like really hardcore. And I remember all of the edits, mostly of Clark and Bellamy. So I'm interested because I'm a Finn stan. I don't know, I think it's gonna end very badly for me. But yeah. As for reading, I did finish Atomic Habits. I went from 45% to 100%, read a little more than half of the book. It was good. I definitely think a lot of it stuck with me. I get the hype, for sure. I just think I've learned a lot about what was in it before I even read it. I kind of wish I would have read it without hearing people summarize it a million times. But there's definitely some value to reading it by yourself. I will say that. 𝙤𝙤𝙢𝙀 Glass, I read a small little bit of. I went from 7% to 16%. I'm about to be like 1/5 of the way through, but then there are like 20 more books. So lastly, I'm going through some of my rereads of old Sarah Dessen books. So right now I'm currently on Along for the Ride, and I started it, so I went from 0% to 6%. I don't know if I'm gonna reread all of her books after this one, because I think I thought they were a lot more exciting than they actually are. I think they're very exciting for like a 13-year-old, maybe a 16-year-old, not for a 22-year-old. They're very tame, very tame. As for games, this is all expected. Tears of the Kingdom, obviously, Roots of Pacha, Disney Dreamlight Valley, and Genshin Impact. Pretty standard for me this month. Going into June, I definitely want to finish the 100. I think it's gonna kill me mentally. I think I'm gonna have to recover from it. But it's one of those shows that like, I don't feel like I'll be able to live not knowing what happens. I've been having trouble not spoiling the ending for myself by just looking it up. And I don't think there's anything else I want to watch on Netflix or anything like that. Book-wise, honestly, I'm not super into either one of these books that I'm reading. What I need to do is start another nonfiction, but I don't want to read tragedy. Like, I have Yeonmi Park's book, and I have Elizabeth Smart's book, but they're both like about kidnapping and abuse and stuff. I can only consume a certain amount of like negativity before I start to get mentally unwell, so I'm holding off. So I might buy another nonfiction. I'll probably focus on 𝙤𝙤𝙢𝙀 Glass. I'll figure it out. Reading is not my strong point right now. It hasn't been for like a year, but I'm trying. Alright, I think that's all I have for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I hope you weren't too upset that I skipped a month. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, a comment. You can either comment either your goals from last month for this month, or you can do your favorites of last month, or anything you want to read, watch, play, listen to, any of the above for next month. Just give me your updates. I want to hear them. And you can even click that subscribe button if you're feeling generous. Hopefully I will have more than just a monthly reset for my next video. And if you're interested in seeing that, I will see you then. Bye-bye.